everyone, it's Noor and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys 7 of the smartest quotes that will change your life. And the reason why I decided to make this video is because these quotes genuinely resonated in my life. And here's the thing, if you apply those sayings into your life, you will be able to find the difference. And so yeah, without further ado, let's get into the quotes. Now the first quote is, we suffer more in our imagination than in reality. Now the reason why I chose the saying is because it is so true. Instead of controlling our thought process, we let our thoughts affect us by controlling the way we think and by causing overthinking, which makes us live in a delusional scenario that didn't even happen and isn't even real. Here's the thing, we cannot control whatever happens around us, so instead of worrying about it, pray about it, because worrying won't add a single hour into your life, I'm telling you. And a lot of times you're gonna find yourself suffering before the situation happened because you are overthinking it, and instead of actually living in the present, you are letting your imagination rule over you, and that is extremely toxic. I mean, think about how better our life would be if we just live in the present and we welcome whatever happens instead of worrying about a situation, and then when it ends up happening, it's like you suffer twice. Why would you want to suffer twice? Just live in the moment, and if it happens, it happens. And if that situation doesn't happen, then at least you didn't worry about it and you didn't waste your time and energy stressing. Now the next quote that will change your life is, it's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you're not. You see, each person was born with a gift and was born with potential. I don't care who you are, I don't care where you come from. We were all given gifts by God, and God created everyone with something special and something unique. So it's never about who you are right now, because you already have those gifts that God gave you. It's just a matter of if you can see it or not. A lot of times it's not actually who you are that is holding you back, because you've got that potential. You are great, but what holds you back is who you think you are not, and your perception of yourself. This is what holds you back, because you think you cannot do it, so that is why you don't tend to get it, because you don't think you're capable. Whereas if you know you're capable and unique, you're definitely gonna go for it, and nothing will be able to hold you back. And in all honesty, that is literally what separates the top 1% from the rest of the people. The top 1%, they know and they believe that they can achieve anything they put their mind to, and they go for things they want, whereas people who think that they cannot do something never get close to how successful these other people are, because they either are afraid of failure or they just don't believe in themselves, that they don't even try. So I'm telling you, if you are somebody that isn't going for something, maybe it's the perception of who you are, and you need to fix that. And if you fix the perception of who you are, then you'll be able to go for it and achieve whatever you want to achieve. Now the next quote that is extremely smart and so true, one reason people resist change is because they focus on what they have to give up instead of what they have to gain. If you are in a place in your life where you feel like you want to change but you're not able to, and you feel like you're stuck, you're so familiar with what you're comfortable with, so you would rather stay in the same position instead of focusing on the possibilities that can change your life. You've got 2 people, for example, that want to lose weight. One of them is focusing on the possibilities of what will happen if he does go for it and he does give up all the food and he starts exercising and he starts eating healthy, and that person eventually does lose weight. Whereas you've got another person where also want to lose weight but never does, because instead of focusing on how amazing his well-being and how amazing he will become, he's focusing on his favorite tempting food that he needs to give up instead of focusing on what he has to gain. I could also give you guys an example of anybody that wants to achieve their dreams. Instead of focusing on the sleepless nights, the hard work, the sacrifices, the days at home instead of with your friends that you need to give up, you need to focus on the outcome and how amazing your life will change once you accomplish those things for yourself, which is literally you gaining the life of your dreams. So you get the point. Do not be focusing on what you have to give up, but focus on what you have to gain, and that is where your life will change. The next quote is, if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And the reason being is because if you are the smartest person in the room, it means that you don't have other high-value people around you that you can learn something from. It means literally everybody is learning from you, but you're not learning from anyone, and that is in a way going to limit your growth. And if you want to elevate, you need to surround yourself with people who you can learn something from, who you want to be be like. And that is why if you want to elevate your life, you need to be surrounding yourself with people who are smarter than you, who you can learn something from, who inspire you, and who genuinely elevates you. And that is why I'm telling you, if you're the smartest in your friend group or you're the smartest in the room, you need to find you another room. I'm not saying that you have to dump the people you hang out right now, but I'm saying go find you another circle that is going to elevate you. And that way you're going to be able to expand your knowledge and your experience just because you decided to hang out with people who are smarter than you. Now, the next quote that is extremely helpful is, our life is what our thoughts make it. Listen, this is so true. Your thoughts can literally either elevate you or break you. And you literally have the full power to decide which route you want to take. Two people can have the same life. One of them can complain about it, and the other person can be grateful about it and make it a special one. And that is because perspective is everything. Listen guys, that is so true. Your thoughts have power and they can either break you or make you. If your mindset isn't right, you're not gonna have an abundant life. You're not gonna have a great life. I mean, think about all the successful people out there. The only way they made it, it's because their thoughts were working in their favor. They had the right type of mentality that pushed them into becoming who they are now. Imagine all these successful people, their thoughts are positive and all they do is produce ideas and solutions for them in order to have a greater life. So I'm telling you, if you want to be successful, it's impossible if you don't have the right mentality. So a crucial thing you need to do is make your thoughts work in your favor. Now, the next quote that is extremely powerful is, care about what other people think and you will always be their prisoner. Listen, this is so true. When you care about other people's opinion, you literally give out your power. Because now your happiness is in the hands of other people, instead of letting your happiness be in your hands and you dictating it. Listen, a person who lives like this will never be able to reach his full potential and will literally live like he's living in a jail cell, because he's gonna limit himself. He's not gonna be able to go for it because all he cares about is what people think of him and if they're going to judge him or not, instead of actually looking within and going for it no matter what people think. Because at the end of the day, if you really want to make it in life, the only opinion you should care about is God's opinion and your opinion. And when you do that, you'll be able to let go of trying to please people, and this is when you genuinely find true freedom. It's also very important to know who you are. Do not be fishing for validation from the external. Know who you are, and whether people like it or not, that's none of your business. People's perception of you is not your problem. It's their problem. For example, if somebody insults you or says, let's say, you're ugly, if you are somebody that cares about other people's opinion, you might take it into heart, you might take it personal, because you're falling into the trap of believing that. And what's going to tend to happen? You're going to believe them and you're going to think you're ugly. Whereas if you don't care about people's opinion and you understand that when people judge you and criticize, they're only projecting their insecurities onto you, then no matter what they tell you, you're going to be able to brush it off because you know it has nothing to do with you and it has everything to do with them. So never ever care about nobody's opinion but yourself. Now, the next and final quote that I love deeply is, God never allows pain without a purpose. Now, this saying is derived from the Bible, and of course, I left best for last. Listen, you need to know that God allows circumstances to happen to use them for our good. Especially if you're praying to God to give you strength, to give you courage, to give you boldness, to give you confidence, to give you peace. You think that God's gonna just hand them over to you and deliver them at your front door? No, He's going to put you in situations that are going to make you that person. If you're praying for strength, He's literally gonna put you in a situation where it demands of you to be strong. If you're praying for courage, He's gonna put you in situations where you have to be courageous and have to step outside of your comfort zone. So you get the point. God always puts you in situations to grow and to make you the person you are meant to be. All the pain you're going through right now is essential to make you the person you are meant to be. I mean, you cannot grow without pain. And the reality is, the best success stories aren't the ones that live their life, you know, all sunshine and rainbows. No, it's the ones who went through adversities, but they were able to overcome it and eventually got to the place where they've always wanted to be in. There's beauty in the struggle, and you need to appreciate and be graceful no matter what situation you're going in right now. You might be going through trials and tribulations, but that is all essential, because one day you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, I'm grateful this happened, because if that thing didn't happen, I wouldn't be standing and I wouldn't be the person I am today. And yeah guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below what you would like to see next, and follow me on my socials to stay connected with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.